Yo, what is going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. After last week's video on the dealer talk slash 90-day update, we had a lot of fun with some comments down below. So let's carry that on, but we're also going to be talking about the maintenance on the Tundra as well. All right, boys, here we are. We're talking maintenance today, and not really a ton of maintenance. We're not going to be boring you guys with just maintenance talk, but let's go ahead and start this thing here. So here's my thought. We're just kind of at that point right now where I don't know if you guys can see. Sorry about that. We got our maintenance light on yet again. So of course it's on. It is what it is. I've driven the truck 10,000 miles, but it has only been about 4 months. So here's my question to you guys is, do you guys do the regular scheduled maintenance when the truck requires it? Or are you guys doing 10K intervals? You know, what are you guys doing? Comment below, let me know what you guys are doing. The only reason why, this is really my first vehicle in quite some time where I bought it brand new, for one. I usually buy my cars, trucks, whatever, pre-owned. And the last truck that I had was my Nissan Frontier. My Nissan Frontier, I switched over to full synthetic mobile. Now, I'm not actually sure if those trucks, Mobile 1, by the way, not just mobile. Let's get that out of the way. Now, I'm not 100% certain if that truck comes with synthetic oil from the dealer or from the factory that way, or if I switched it over. But anyway, that's nor here nor there. The point is I did the maintenance every 10K on that truck, oil changes, and then of course that truck had over 113,000 miles on it, so that thing, you know, it needed brakes. I replaced the suspension, not so much that I wanted to put a lift kit on it or anything, but I just replaced the suspension because it needed it. The tires were getting cupped no matter what I did, so I was like, okay, let's change out the suspension. Turns out still was the case. I think it was just the way that the truck's suspension geometry was. And yeah, so then also I've always owned German vehicles, and so this is the first time I've ever had to deal with this. So comment below, let's see what your guys' thoughts are and what you guys are doing. And then I just want to clarify some of the dealer stuff that we were talking about the other day too. Okay, so enough on the maintenance of the truck. We got garbage falling out. Jeez. All right, so for those of you who don't know, go check it out. Go follow me on Instagram, Jersey Boost. Oh, look at that baby. Gotta love this truck. Anyway, let's talk about the dealer markup and clarify here. All right, to get some clarity here, what I was talking about with the dealer markup was, very simply put, if you find a truck that is MSRP or a couple $1,000s over, and it's a Tundra TRD Pro, preferably in Lunar Rock, or any specialty color. Let's just talk about that. So if this was 2018, 2019, 2020, Voodoo Blue, Slate Gray, Cement Gray, Army Green, whatever the case was, and maybe more so now than ever before, just because of the way the market is. But times are changing, cars are changing, trucks are changing. My point here was, do not go out and buy a truck that has a markup of $10,000 from a dealer. That is price gouging, and that's crazy. So that's not a dealer you want to be dealing with, period. Now, do I disagree with a dealer marking up the truck $2,000? No, absolutely not. What does it do? It gives them, number one, the ability of selling the truck to somebody who wants it. Now, for me, when I was working for a car dealer, that was the best person to sell to. Not the person that came in on a rare car that, number one, wanted to test drive it. Number two, wanted the car or truck at a discounted price. Now, everybody wants a discount. The consumers are what creates dealers being the way that they are. Let's put it that way. You know, all of these, Saturn, okay? Some of you might be too young. Some of you older guys will remember Saturn. Their motto was, you know, sticker is quicker, essentially. So what does that mean? It meant that there was no haggle pricing. It was what it was. You went in, you bought the car. They gave you an unbelievable experience. To this day, I will never forget going to pick up my mother's gold Saturn station wagon at the Saturn dealership. They had it pulled into a garage. They gave you a family calendar. They gave my mom a balloon with flowers. And it was this big ordeal. And you paid asking price, period. There was no negotiations on those cars. Other companies have tried to do that. They have come up with TrueCar. They've come up with all these things that have made it so you can have an easier buying experience. Now, most people are miserable and they don't want to have they want to feel good about their purchase. They want to feel like they got a good deal. Well, my point is you will feel good about your purchase when you buy a truck for, say it's a $56,000 sticker and you pay $58,000 and you drive off the lot and you post your car up on Facebook Marketplace or you know, TrueCar or wherever you post it up for $61,000 and you sell it. So how is that any different? That's my point. All right, the market is dictating that a Lunar Rock Toyota Tundra TRD Pro is somewhere in the price range of $60,000 plus, okay? The sticker on them is mid $50,000s to low $50,000s depending on how you spec it out. That's, to me, that's my point. So I'm not saying go get price gouged. What I was saying was if you can find a Lunar Rock and it's within a decent price point, meaning there is only 1,000, 2,000, or I mean, even a little bit more. Hell, you could go up to 5,000 because if you buy the truck for 59,000 and you could go turn around and sell it for 61,000 on your own because the person, you know, maybe couldn't find it on the dealership website or wasn't doing as much research as you, or maybe you just got it before they did. Regardless, the point is you are not making a bad investment that way. And for any car that, I'm not saying do it right out of the gate. Actually, before I bought this truck, I was actually thinking about getting the Hellcat version of the Jeep Wrangler. And then when I saw the MSRP, thinking about how they're gonna mark those up because, you know, that's what they do. Especially the American car companies, right out of the gate, the dealerships just mark them up heavy, like 10, 15,000 for those people who just wanna have that exclusivity and get that first, you know, one of the first ones that's off the production line, which in some cases people are buying, sticking in their garage with plastic still on them, stickers still on them, holding them, and then trying to sell them at like a Barrett Jackson years later. But that's pretty much it. That's my rant again. I just had such a good time with you guys in the comments talking about the dealer markup and that sort of stuff. And if you guys are interested in having this kind of content, let me know. We're going to be kind of bouncing back and forth between, and maybe we come up with a schedule where I have some, you know, banter and some comments and stuff like that, where we can kind of have discussions on certain things, whether it is cars, trucks, whatever the case is. And then hopefully soon we're going to also be getting a lot more content on the cars. And then we're going to try to do more and more to this Tundra. I don't want to go absolutely crazy with it. You know, some guys just buy these cars and then for YouTube purposes or for themselves, just start getting out of control with the truck. I want to keep it reliable. And that's why I'm thinking about getting a daily driver car that is also fun for the channel. I'm thinking about going with maybe a 996 Porsche Carrera, because they're at a lower price point right now, but going up in value at the same time in good condition, and so on and so forth. All-wheel drive, decent power, fun, and I might be able to buy one, drive it for a year, 2 years, keep, you know, myself from having to maintain that truck every 5,000 miles for, well, I shouldn't say that, but every 2 months, I'm having to do maintenance on it. So I'd like to not have to do that either. Quick update on the MR2 again. We're still going to RT tuning on May 12th. That is set in stone. Whether I'm doing the move tomorrow or Saturday, or if I can get somebody to bring the car over midweek, either way, I'm gonna film a little bit of it because I'm really excited to get this thing on the road, up and running. They're excited about it because you don't really see, they haven't had one of these in a long time. Let's just get a good shot. It's been a while since we've looked at this thing. They haven't had one of these in quite some time, he said, and they're really just kind of stoked to have a nice, clean example of it, and this one definitely is. So, from you guys that have been around, you've seen some of my other videos on the MR2. I've kind of done some like cheapy videos on it. I haven't really done any in-depth stuff, and I'm pretty stoked to really get that thing back on the road and enjoying it for all our Toyota fans. I don't only have the Tundra, I also got my Toyota MR2, and I can't wait to actually drive that thing and have fun with it. Nothing will be cooler than being able to tow the MR2 with my Tundra and just having two badass vehicles right there. So that's pretty much it for today. Skyline might be getting an update next week. I still haven't really heard anything. It's really just, it's gonna be taking a while because they're doing a radiator support and the paint, and so just gotta wait it out. But other than that, Corrado's still just chilling. We're gonna get this thing out. We're gonna have some fun with it in some upcoming videos, and same thing with the Cayman. I'm gonna do probably a driving video, that one soon too. All right, guys, thank you so much again for visiting. You know, do the normal, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. There's gonna be more and more videos. I'm gonna try to start doing a scheduled video for you guys. We're probably gonna go once a week for the next couple weeks, and then I'm gonna bump it up to 2, maybe 3 videos. All right, thank you so much, guys. Go give your moms a kiss this weekend. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Later.